Good morning to all. Hope the screen is visible to everyone. Is the PPT visible to all? Okay, good. So, quick revision. What we learned earlier was we were talking about the font tag. We talked about presentation tags and so forth. And we have seen something called as marquee also. And what is the importance of marquee? What will be the behavior of marquee? Now we are moving ahead and we'll be looking into the rest of the topics of HTML. And today, most probably, we'll try to finish off the HTML as possible and move on for CSS. So, coming next in the HTML is a tags for hyperlink. Hyperlink means that whenever you want to join two pages together, two HTML programs together, you want to make a linkage between two HTML pages, you have to mention something over there. You have to say that this page and the first page and the second page are linked together or interrelated. Now to say that they are linked together, you have to use hyperlink tag. This tag and the linkage, when you click on that link and you now navigate to the second page, that process is called as navigation. Okay, so what you have to do is you have two HTML programs. You want to link both of them. You have the first program, you have the second program. Whatever is the second program, wherever it is stored, that location you will mention in the first program by using hyperlink tag. You will mention the hyperlink in the first program. If you mention the hyperlink in the first program, you will get a underlined uh, type of text which you can click on and you will get navigated to this second page. Second page will get opened up in the browser. So this process is called as navigation. So to have the links, first of all, let us understand what are the colors of the links and what are the different types of links altogether. We have got four types of hyperlinks. These hyperlinks are classified based on what is the type of nature that they are meant for, as well as till where they will be making a navigation impact. First thing, if the navigation is going to happen within the same server, means two programs are saved on the same system and you are navigating within the same system, maybe on different locations within the hard disk, but you are navigating only within that particular specific server. So when this thing happens, you will have a local type of hyperlink. But sometimes within the same document, within the same HTML program, you want to move from top to bottom or to a specific location. For example, like your online books, ebooks, you will have the index and you will, if you click on the index topic, it will shift back or navigate to that particular specific topic which you have clicked on. So within a document, if you want to navigate, that's called as internal link or bookmarking. Internal link or bookmarking. Now, if you are navigating not within the server, not within the HTML page, you are navigating from one HTML program to another HTML program, and both are saved on different systems on two different servers, then that particular linking is called as external hyperlink. That's called as external hyperlink. Another hyperlink is there which is not meant for navigating between two HTML pages. It is meant for downloading the second file by using the first HTML page. For example, some video file or some MP3 file, audio file, or something with PDF document or a Word document, whatever you want to download. That document's address will be mentioned in the first program, HTML program. So this is called as download link. Another category, that is the last category of hyperlinks, which is usually not meant as hyperlinks, which is usually taken as a link for emails. Links for emails in the sense, if you click that link, whatever default email client application is there on your system, that will get opened up so that you can type the message and send to a particular person. And that particular person's address will be automatically mentioned in the hyperlink. How to mention that address and how to have these things, we'll see in detail with programs. So let's move for the first two categories, which are going to talk about linking within the same server. The first one is local link. That means we are going to move from first program to second program, but both are saved on the same server. Second category is internal link. That means you are going to move within the program, not outside to another program. You are not going for the second program. You are going to work within the same file. So these two, let us try to see how they will be making. The links are, as I said, they are going to work within this current server, it's same server itself. What you need to do is you have to include a tag, anchor tag. Over here, A stands for anchor. Sometimes you might have seen the ships with a particular heavy device which will be going down whenever the ship want to uh, stand by some seashore. That anchor which goes down and fixes to that particular shore so that the ship doesn't move. That anchor is actually over here used, but here it's not the ship. You are moving from first file to another file. Actually, you are bringing the second program to be displayed by using the first program. So your ship is going to come to meet the seashore. That's the actual thing behind it. So this A tag is for anchor tag. Do remember, you will not write anchor over there, you will just mention A. It has got one attribute called as horizontal reference, and it is written as href, href. Its full form is horizontal reference. This horizontal reference will mention where is a second program stored in the server. So you'll mention within double quotes, where exactly this page which you want to navigate to. You will mention that particular page. Here there are two situations. One is the page which you are going to navigate to, maybe it is within the same folder in which you have written the first program. So if it is within the same folder in which you have written the program, then you need not mention any directory path here. But suppose if that page second program is saved in another drive, E drive. Suppose the first one is saved in the on the desktop C drive, another is saved on to D drive, E drive, or F drive. Then you have to mention the entire path of that particular storage location. E colon, then the folder in which that particular second file is present, all that particular topic. The entire path should be mentioned. By default, we prefer to mention the entire path. That entire path is called as absolute path. Absolute path. Do remember there are two types of path. One is a relative path, another is absolute path. So you we prefer mainly absolute path to be mentioned, but sometimes relative path may be also used. So whatever it may be, first thing, to have the hyperlink in the first file, you have to make use of a anchor tag with the attribute hrefs, and you have to mention for that attribute a value within double quotes. That value is the path location of your second file which you want to link to. Then after closing of the opening tag, you have got the text which you want to be displayed on the first file, which should be clicked on so that the second file can be opened in the browser. So this text that is going to be displayed, which is to be clicked, should be instructive enough to the user to click on that. For example, the text may be click me, click on this link, or read more, something intuitive to the user such that the user can click that particular text and go on for the second page. Okay, so uh, some text I have kept over here. Click here to go to local page. You can just write in a short click here. So whatever you have written, it will come as a hyperlink on the first page. So you will, as a user, you will click that particular hyperlink, and that hyperlink will make the browser to open the second file which you have linked up, and this file will be displayed now. We'll see in detail how those files will be displayed also. For the internal links, as I said, you are not going to move from first page to second page. You are going to work on the first page itself. You are going to move from top location to middle location, or to middle to top, or top to bottom, or bottom to top, some navigation within the page. So for that particular thing, what you have to do is you have to adopt two steps. First step is you have to label the location where you want to jump to. Okay, for example, within this screen, I have got over here local link, I have got internal links. These are the wordings that are written over here. Suppose if I click on links, it should go for the local links. Imagine. Then I have to give an internal name or label to this particular text. If I give a particular variable name or a tag to it, then if I click on links, it will go there. So first step is to assign a place of the page where you want to move the pointer. That particular place will become a bookmark for us. So first you need to mention what is the place where you need to make a bookmark. So what we'll do is, uh, suppose I want to have first step to be mentioned, and that we were looking for this local link, right? I want to click on this links and it should go for local links. So before this local link, I'll mention a name equal to something link. Okay, xyz. That's my own preferred name, user defined name. So I'll just mention that name and close the anchor tag. So what I did, before local, I mentioned a an attribute name equal to some xyz, but do remember that name should be coming as your fixed name. Once you have given that name will be internal name given to that particular location, to that particular place, and that name will be called as bookmark name. Okay, now once you have given that particular bookmark at this particular location, in this links just before, because I wanted, when I click on this particular position, it should move to this browser's cursor should move on to this particular location, right? Now, at this particular point, what we'll do is, before it, we'll mention a reference equal to, with a hash symbol. With a hash symbol, you'll mention what is the name that you have already created. I said XYZ, right? that XYZ you have to mention exactly. If you mention something else, it will not link up. Fine. Then, then before this, you have mentioned till here. Now you will mention links and then close that particular anchor tag. I hope there will be one program also to see that particular thing. One more example I have kept over here. For example, we created, usually you'll browse the websites, and sometimes when you are scrolling much down, they will be coming on a right corner. There will be one button coming as top. If you click on that one, your all this scrolling will go for the initial state, and the top the page will be visible back to you. So for that, what you have to do is at the top location you have to create a tag or the bookmark called as top. And now wherever you want that particular top to be displayed after amount of scrolling, there you need to mention top. Click here to go for this particular top of this page. So same thing. Now coming on for second category, which is external, and external links are going to work within two different locations, different systems. So what you will do is you will have the first file saved on a different server. The second file is saved on another server. Now these two should be linked with internet. Now when these two are linked with internet, you have to mention what is the internet URL of the second page on this particular first program. Okay. Now for that particular part, what you have to do is same procedure. Anchor tag is used again over here. A reference URL of the website, text to uh, click on. Okay. Example, suppose you want to ask someone to click on this particular link and go for Google browser. At that particular point, you can just write a reference. Within the value of reference, you can mention google.com and want to uh, Google something. This will be the text. Now, for download links are usually meant for files. So you will just mention a reference. What is the file's URL? Dot zip. Whatever file you want to mention. You can have some file dot PDF or some file dot PPT, something which you want to. This is usually a file to be downloaded. But if you see over here, there is no much difference. The only difference is here you are giving a URL of a website. Here you are giving a URL of a file. You are directly giving till the file location. Okay. Now for emails, same procedure, H reference, but here the H reference value will be mail to. This mail to is a keyword with a colon. What is the email to which you want to send the emails? For example, my own email I can mention over here auk_mkhan@yahoo.com. In whatever text you want to have, you can just mention that particular text over here. Sometimes what will happen is if you have onto your mobiles, you have got your Gmail app installed. And if someone asks you to send an email, you will open the Gmail app and you will send that email. But sometimes in the websites, there will be some email addresses given. And if you click that particular email address, your Gmail app will get opened up with that particular person's email already inserted, and you just need to type the message and click on send. Same thing on the desktop also happens. Even desktops have email client applications. For example, on my laptop, I have got Outlook application installed. So if I click on the link on the desktop, my Outlook application will get started up, and it will take the email address which is there corresponding for that link in the to address, and I need to just type the message and send it. So this particular process is very easy for the web developers as well as for professional emailers. But sometimes even certain common subjects, not just the body of the message, even the subject part is sometimes very commonly sent out. So whatever common messages, subject message you want to pass, you can even save it so that if a user clicks on that particular email account, that email address along with the subject is pre-filled for the user. Have any program for this one? No, we don't have any program. Okay, fine. So, coming next, what is the colors? We have seen different types of hyperlinks. Now, the colors. Whenever you talk about usually we have seen that the hyperlinks will be in blue color. Once we click it, it will get converted into purple color. This change in color is actually very important for a normal user so that this visited and unvisited links can be differentiated. Sometimes there will be multiple, for example, you did a Google search and you have got a list of different web pages matching to your search. Now you clicked on the first one, it is not so good. You clicked on the second, it is not appropriate. Then third, then after a while you will get confused whether I clicked on the third or not. So this coloring will make a differentiation, and you can easily identify which one you have clicked and which one you have not clicked, which one you have visited and which one you have not visited. So we have got three different categories of colors. First one is link, which will be by default blue color. Okay. Another is visited link. Visited link Visited link will usually become purplish color, but sometimes even in red color for some of the browsers. It depends from browser to browser, but the standard one is purplish color. Active links are the links which you have just clicked and you have browsed it, and you are still browsing it. You have just clicked on it and you are still browsing. You have not gone back to the previous page from where you have clicked it. So that active link will be by default be in orange color. So this coloring is very important for us. As well as there is one more thing which you have to remember. Is the page going to be navigated? Will the first page remain as it is and in a new tab will the second be opened, or the first page will be taken out and the second file will get open in its place? How is it going to work? So for that reason, you have got an attribute called as blank. If you use the attribute as blank, then it opens a new page in new browser window. But suppose if you have the attribute as self, attribute value as self, then the page loads in the same current window. The first one I'm saying, if I click on the link over here and if the target's value is underscore blank, then the web page will get open in the second tab. So the first one will be there in the first tab, the second page will be open in the second tab. But if the target attribute value in the program is underscore self, then the first page will be taken out and in its place in the same tab, the second page will get opened. The third and fourth attribute values are with regard to with frame. Framing concept you can understand on when we go about the frames in detail. But in general, I will say you framing is a concept to split the HTML given HTML page into multiple sections. These sections will act as individual HTML page. Okay, for example, in this particular screen, I can split it into four different or five different sections. In the first quarter, I can display something. In the second quarter, I can display something. In the third quarter, I can display something else. So I can display around four pages within this particular one single screen window. Like that, with regard to parent, what will happen is, suppose in the first quarter, the first file was there. I clicked on this particular link. Second page should get opened up. The navigation page should get opened up. It will get opened up in the first quarter only. The second, third, fourth quarters will not get disturbed up. This is underscore parent. Underscore top means whatever four quarters were there, they all will be taken out, and the navigated page to which we are going to navigate, will get occupied by the whole window. Okay with all these? Now, before we move on for those things, we'll try to apply our hands-on practice there. Okay. So, is the theoretical part clear to everyone till here?
Sir, is there any way to insert hyperlinks of pictures and videos, sir?
Yes, definitely. We'll see it. Okay. Theoretical part is okay for everyone. Now, the same things we will try to see in our programming also. Okay. So for the programming, how many are present? Actually, 70 are there. Very good. So for the programming, what I did is I created one folder on my desktop called as ITLab programs. You can do the same thing. Here also, we have seen the MarQ program. Just for revision sake, I'm just trying to. I hope this screen is visible to all. It's asking for which browser you want to open it with. Let me open with Internet Explorer. Are you people able to see this particular screen wherein MarQ effect is being displayed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this was the last program which we did, right? So similarly, we'll try to see our another program. So for that purpose, what we need to do is we need to create a notepad file. So just quickly, I'll have notepad. In this, we want to have hyperlinks, right? So HTML. Let us have a head. Is the notepad file visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, thank you. So we have created one head. Now let us try to have one body created. Some text I have kept. Now for this navigation linking, do remember we should have the second page also. We are trying to do is we are trying to create the first page. Similarly, we should have second page also to be created. So what we'll do is we'll first create the first page, then we'll modify its code with that of second page. Let us first test whether it is working or not. I hope you people are remembering HTML is going to every HTML program will contain a HTML tag and it will have its own corresponding closing HTML tag. And with the HTML program, you will have two parts. One is the head part, second is the body part. What you write within the body part will be displayed in the browser window. Whatever you are mentioning within the head part will not be displayed in the browser window. It is used in the background of the page. Okay. Now, how do we save it? We'll save with the extension of .html, right? I'll mention it as page one. So here I have got page one.html. Right? Let me open it out. Can you see this particular message coming up? Right? The page has been displayed. Are you people able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. But whatever title was there, it was not visible. But now, if I hover the mouse at that particular tab, since there are many tabs that I have opened and most of them are important for me, I cannot close them. So I just want to keep them open. If I hover the mouse on the tab, it's showing what is the title. Can you see the title now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Same thing I'll try to have opened in Internet Explorer. Can you see this particular title as well as this particular page, right? That was our first program. Now for the second program, we will have the same thing. Title, we will mention it as second. I'm just changing the sentences. another parent page. Okay, now let's save it with the extension as page 2. The second page is also available, right? Now let us open the second page and see how it is going to work. Yes, it's there with its own title. This is linked up page from actually some sentences are not appropriate, which was navigated from another page. It's been some text has been written. Just a minute. No, it's correct. Let me save it out. Let's refresh. So correct sentences are there. Now my target is from the first page. Suppose if this is not opened up. From the first page, I should have some text here. Click here to go to second page or something, or second page. If I click that particular text, it should open in the new tab the second page which we have created. Now there was a message that only 5 minutes are left for this meeting. Again, I will host one more link. Please quickly rejoin back. Okay, immediately rejoin back. Okay. Fine. Once the session is closed, I'll keep that particular. So I want that particular link to be there, right? So what I will do is I will go back and I will try to edit this first page. I will open it with Notepad. Fine. In this one, I want to have the link. So for the link, we'll use a tag, right? And its attribute that we are going to use is hrefs. Now this hrefs, since it is within the same drive, I need not mention anything. I just need to mention what is the file name. And the file name is this one, right? Close. And the message which you want to pass to the user, click on page 2. Now let's close this anchor tag. Let's save it. Let's get back to our browser. Let's try to refresh it out. Can you see this particular text coming up now?
Yes, sir.
If I click on this, the second page got opened up. Can you see that second page has got opened? And if I go back, it will take me back to the first page. What is happening here is it is opening in the same particular tab. I have the choice here, right click and go for new tab. It will open. But if I lose the previous page, it will become difficulty for me to get back to where I started with. For example, you have opened the Google search and you have got lots of links. If you click on that particular link, it will open within the same tab. But what will happen is if you open within the same tab, you will lose that particular list of files. You have to go back and then open it in